for me, because you guys are younger, it's usually always something about physical. It's like a physical
Yeah, like
attraction.
what I said.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Like a boy isn't gonna talk to you if they don't think that you're pretty or they
But that's what I
don't.
try to tell like these young boys now. Like, don't just go for like the physical stuff. It's much deeper connection, and I feel like girls will like you. I know we're not talking about relationship. We did that already. But girls will like you if you're really deep. Like, yeah, they'll like you physically too, but like they'll even like you more when they love like deep conversation. I think you girls are more, just like you guys said. You guys are more mature than boys. So if you guys like can connect spiritually and mentally with somebody, I think that goes more of a long way. So as far as friends, it's harder when you're that age, like teens or even early 20s. Sometimes if you're not married in 30s and you don't have a wife and kids at 30s, or a husband and kids in your 30s, because it's always about physical. I feel like that's just my opinion. Like, I don't have friends like I'm calling like girlfriends. Like, I just have friends of people that I know that are my husbands. I mean, my friends.
Boys gay.
No, my friends' wives. But they're not like my friends. Like, I'm calling them and asking them for like
Yeah,
advice.
yeah.
It's just more like
I think
a casual friend.
I
Like,
think everyone has to have like boundaries
Yeah.
in friendships, in relationships,
Yeah.
in everything. You have to have boundaries. So I feel like if you're somebody's friend, you like put the boundary down there. Like, oh, maybe I have a boyfriend, or maybe I don't want anything with anybody right now. Like stuff like that. You have to put boundaries first.
Yeah, but it's still hard as a teen because either way, there's always going to be something like that. What you're saying, it's always physical, especially at this age. You know how
Yeah.
boys are.
yeah, yeah. Their
So that's
hormones
what I'm
are
saying. At
roaring.
this age, I feel like you can't be friends with an opposite sex because it's always like something there.
Yeah.
Anything is possible.
No, but
Anything
I
is
think Ava,
possible.
you said was really key about boundaries, because, like, if you think about friends, right? Like, I remember my friends and we used to like get changed in front of, like, you guys probably change in front of your girlfriends, right?
Yeah.
But you're not gonna change in front of a boy.
Yeah.
So
No.
there's boundaries.
Yeah.
Like, I'm the same way. Like, I'm not gonna cross over and like uh change in front of a girl, because that would disrespect my wife. That would disrespect God. That would disrespect the person if they're married. Like, so there's gotta be boundaries. But like, I feel like there's also, and I learned this from Tim Ross, where he was like, yeah, of course you could be friends with a girl, because you got to look at them as your sister in Christ. I'm going to bring
Yeah.
it, because it's like, I can't always think, you can't trust me because I'm always thinking like sex, or like lust, then what kind of godly man am I?
Yeah.
Like, how can I be with a woman in a car and say, oh, I'm gonna try something with her?
Yeah.
Then
It
there's
says
something broken
It
with
says
me.
a lot about like the person
Who
that
you
you
are.
are.
Yeah, because, and Tim Ross, shout out to Tim Ross, one of the best podcasts out there, The Basement. Hopefully he sees this too. Shouts us out. Imagine. But Tim Ross, that was a really good point of view when he said that. I was like, wow, that's a really good take on things about being friends with women. But of course, I'm not gonna. You also have to put parameters, like borders and guardrails. Like, you don't want to put yourself in a position, but at the same time, you shouldn't like also feel like you're always that type of person.
Yeah.
Especially as a grown man that's
Yeah.
married with kids. Like, I don't want people looking at me like, oh, he's a predator.
Yeah.
Like, oh, he's just. That's why he can't be with a woman, because he's always constantly thinking about that. So you don't want to be put in that box as well.
Yeah, I think it says a lot about like who you are and like the person that you are. Like as a girl, like if I were to have no guy friends because like I want to be something with them, like I want to be their girlfriend or I want to kiss them or whatever, like I think that would say a lot about me and about the person that I am. So I'm not like that because of that and because I don't want to be like. I think it looks like ugly in a person, like you not being able to be around another gender and be their friend because you're thinking about one thing in the back of your mind. I think.
Yeah, that's I totally agree with that. That's why I say you can't. Like you can't. I don't know. It's just always there's always
I
gonna
think
be
it depends
something.
on the person. Depends on the person
And also depends on you because
and on yourself.
yeah, if you don't put the boundaries or they don't put the boundaries either, then obviously there's going to be something there either way. So
always.
not always. Like it depends. It depends. Girl, why are you? She's side eyeing me.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree.
I don't
with
know.
That.
It's
I
different point of views, and maybe because you're older, and like you've already gone through a lot of stuff, and maybe
It's just because every boy that you have been friends with likes you.
no, I don't think so.
I don't think so. Yeah.
I think it's the same thing with you, Ava. I'm sure all the guys that you're friends with like you too.
about right
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Not every single guy that I've ever been friends with, no.
But I think that also shows a lot of like resistance and discipline if you guys can stay friends,
Yeah,
right?
I think that's
if
true.
you can stay friends, like if that means the boy really respects you, number one.
Yeah.
Number
But
two,
that's never happened.
yeah, and number two, it's like yourself, like you guys were talking about. You have to trust yourself to not want to like that boy. Like I'm sure it could go the other way. Like you guys, they're probably like a boy that's cute, but it's like, oh, I just want to be, and he was like, I just want to be friends. I'm sure you guys like, okay, I gotta respect that.
Yeah.
Same thing the boy has to do with you.
Yeah.
You know.
It's all about boundaries, I think. It's all about like your limits and the things that you want and the things that you don't want. I think you have to like say that in the beginning of a friendship.
Yeah.
Girl, why are you like, yeah.
I don't know. It's just it depends. I feel like it's never happened to me where I've had a friend and then he's just like I just want to be friends. There's always something, and it annoys me because I do want to have friends that have the opposite sex that don't have the opposite sex that are the opposite sex and don't like have intentions with me. But that's why I say no. That's never happened. So that's why I feel like you can't.
Let me see that for a minute. So, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that you guys can comment?
Comment
Yeah.
down below.
Yeah, comment down below.
Can you be friends with the opposite
exactly?
sex?
Yeah, can you?
And I want to hear people like 14, 15, 16, 17 because it's obviously different. Parents too. It's different point of views and
I mean, my friends, not me necessarily, because I told you I was a late bloomer. But my friends had friends that were girls, but not me personally.
I feel like friends that are like girls and stuff, I feel like it's more common in like a friend group. Like that
Friend group, yeah.
the like
not just
sexes
like one single-
that the sexes are like mixed is more common in a friend group than in like just one-on-one. Because I feel like girls in a friend group is more common than like just like me and you being friends and like a guy and a girl, because then you guys have like mutuals, you guys have like people that you know, and it's not weird where you like just go up to someone and you're like, want to be my friend. They're gonna be like, what the heck, no. So
I just think that with like, since my friends had, like I was just saying, friends that were girls. The thing is, it does get like kind of, because if that girl ends up getting a boyfriend, oh, what happens then? Oof, right? Like that person, your friends, like let's just say a guy and a girl are friends, and then now that girl gets a boyfriend. They're like, why is your friend, your best friend, or your good friend a boy? That can create a lot of like friction, you know?
yeah,
Which it has, and I'm sure in a lot of these kids growing up now has caused friction and like problems.
yeah, I think it's also like boundaries. It's all like all about boundaries, because obviously like if you have a best friend and you guys are like weird and they like have like a boyfriend or a girlfriend, and the boyfriend and girlfriend see something weird, obviously like you guys aren't just friends. So I feel like it says a lot about who you are with your best friend. Like I've had friends for lots and lots of years that they get boyfriends or they get girlfriends and they stop talking to me. And I think that it sucks. It sucks because you can have friendships and have a relationship at the same time. You just have to know where to put the boundaries and where like to like be like, no, that's wrong. Like let's say I'm sleeping over one of my guy friends' house, which
which is crazy.
I'm never gonna do. Let's say I go like over to one of my best friend's house that's a guy. But when I'm with somebody, I'm obviously not gonna do that. So I think that you just have to like put like boundaries and like I don't know, just think about
Probably wouldn't let you sleep over a guy's house as a best friend anyway.
No, I know.
I think other parents agree with me too.
I'm just saying as an
Yeah.
example.
I mean, especially if you're like a teenager.
Or let's say
young.
like it's like a friend group, we're
Yeah.
all having a sleepover
Yeah, that's
together,
different.
like stuff like that.
Actually, yeah, you're right. I would have like, what? Boys are sleeping over? Nah,
Okay.
chill.
Well, nah.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying you can't, because there's always gonna be something. Because I can say, I don't know, I have this best friend that's a guy. You're gonna think that something's gonna happen. Like,
Yeah,
that's what
but
I'm
it's because you
saying.
like never really know. You never know.
Yeah, that's why we're saying all about boundaries, all about the walls that you put up when you have a friend that's the opposite sex.
Well, what I was saying, like, yeah, but with that, there's like, I guess there's levels of friendship. I don't know. Are we going to like another part of the spectrum on this? Is there another level of friendship? Like, okay, so there's sleepovers. There's like really them going to your family's dinners and going to the vacations and hanging out with us in our car all the time, or like. So I guess there's levels to friendship, right? Like I said, for me, I can't really be a real friend to like one of my friends' wives because
it's weird.
It's weird,
It's
right?
weird.
Like it would get weird. But let's close it on this, real quick, in like a couple of sentences. What's your ideal friend that you want now, and then we'll close it off.
I have to think about that.
Like talking about like the opposite sex or just in general?
No, in general. Okay.
For me, I would want a friend that goes to church. Okay, this is my. I'm looking for a friend. If you want to be my friend, comment down below.
Girl.
That goes to church, that like has the same interests, like movies, places that we like to go to, food. I love food. Like things that we have like the same interest in, but also that we can talk about deep things like about God and about our families and about our past. I think that's really important, and I would want a friend like that. Yeah.
Yeah, the
what
same
I
thing.
look for in a friend.
I want a friend that also goes to church, that helps me be a better person. That's crazy like me, like crazy. Dances with me, understands me, listens to me,
Yeah.
doesn't bring me down, eats with me all the time.
Hot Doritos.
That loves like hot Doritos. Yeah, I think that's my, like, a friend that just doesn't take advantage of me.
Yeah, we've had really bad friends, so.
For me, I'm going to answer that question from a parent on what you want your kids to have as friends.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
So for me, I'm going to answer it this way. As a parent, and I'm sure if your mom was sitting next to me, we want friends that influence you always to do good. Not necessarily Christian, because you don't have to have just Christian friends. Because how do you evangelize to people, right? Like, how do you tell people about Jesus? So you can't close yourself in a box. I mean, it'd be great if they were Christian. That'd be a plus. But good kids that like influence you to be better teenagers, to be better girls, to respect yourselves, to not be ratchet out in there in the streets, not to be wise, to push you to be better, to be more intelligent, to be smarter, to be just better in life. Like that's a friend that I would want for you guys. The same thing, like we should have done this with the relationship one, kind of boyfriend or husband I want for you guys. Maybe we'll just revisit that again. But for friendships, I want you guys to have like really good friends that are deep, that are not just shallow. Like, oh yeah, we're just hanging out because we like to dance or put makeup on. Like deeper, like, hey, I really care about Taylor. I really care about Ava, and I really want them to be like good friends in that way to just make you better. That's, as a parent, agree with me, parents out there that are listening to this. Like, you just want your kids to have really good friends that are going to influence them not to do anything stupid to themselves, number one, to anybody else, to the world. Like, you want them to be good and be a better person, be a good person, and not just be crazy. Yeah, it's good to have a crazy friend, and that's a fun friend, but at the same time, you want a friend that's gonna just make you better in life. So
I agree. I want the same thing for myself and for my siblings and for my family.
Oh, yeah.
so any last thoughts, questions, or comments, or whatever it is before we close out?
Go out and make friends. Good friends, please.
No comments. I said everything I had to say, and yeah.
So for me, my last comment, yeah, make some good friends, man. Like, have fun. Like, for me, just have fun. Like, a friend should also be fun. Like, if your friend is
Not too much fun.
not too much fun, but like it should be a relationship in general should be fun. Whether it's friends, husband, boyfriend, it should be fun. It shouldn't be like, this is a drag. Like, who wants to be friends with a drag?
Yeah.
Right?
Ew.
Right? Ew. Right?
So boring.
So boring.
So boring.
So boring. All right. So boring.
So boring.
So boring.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for listening to this episode of Parental Guidance with the Baes fam. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode about friends and friendship. Comment. What is it? I just forgot.
Like,
Subscribe for the
comment,
5th time.
subscribe,
Share.
share.
Buy us better mics. No, I'm just kidding. Hopefully-
Send us money. Make
No.
us famous.
No.
Wow, that's bold, Eva. No, we love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting us. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode as well. We love you. We'll catch you on the next episode. Peace out.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Guys.